Today, we will talk about the Data Acquisition tab, which allows us to configure how our device will be generating and sending the periodic records. The first thing we see here are on stop and moving tables. So let's check how we can configure the device to generate records according to our needs. Both of these tables have the same columns named Home, Roaming, and Unknown. These are the device operating profiles, where Home means that the device is connected to the operator in mobile operator home country. I am using Lithuanian operator SIM card in Lithuania. The roaming profile is only activated if we enter the preferred roaming operators in the roaming operator list, which is located in the GSM operators tab. After the operator code is entered there, this operator will become the preferred one, and device will try to connect to this operator when home operator is not available. Additionally, we have the unknown profile, which is used when the device is not able to connect to neither home nor roaming operator. Also, if you are using any kind of global SIM card, the device by default will work in the unknown profile, as it does not have a home country. In the on-stop table, we configure how the device should operate when the vehicle is parked. In order to detect this, we are monitoring the movement source that we configure in the System tab. In this table, we only have 3 rows: min period, min saved records, and send period. With min period, we define how often the record should be generated when the vehicle is parked. By default, the value is set to 3,600 seconds, meaning that records will be generated every hour. After the min period is set, we should focus on the min saved records and send period. These two parameters work together in triggering the data sending to the server. Common misconception is that the send period defines how often the device will send records to the server. However, that is not always the case. The send period instead defines how frequently the device memory will be checked for records, and only if during this periodic check the min saved records condition is met, the records will be packed and sent to the server. If the record count in the memory is not sufficient, the send period timer resets and checks the memory again after set time. Please note that once the link with the server is opened for a time defined under Open Link Timeout in GPRS tab, any record that is generated will be sent out immediately, without waiting for the min saved records condition to be reached. In the moving state table, we have a bit more settings, which allow us to configure how frequently the records should be generated. The min period parameter works exactly the same way as in on-stop mode, allowing the device to generate records based on time. Min distance parameter allows us to set a distance in meters that has to be covered by the vehicle before generating a record. For example, if 100 meters is set here, a new record will be generated every 100 meters. Min angle parameter is especially useful for city tracking as it triggers the data acquisition based on vehicle angle change. In simple terms, if we set 10 degrees here and do a 90-degree turn, there will be 9 records generated, giving us a really nice track around the corners. Min speed delta parameter is not as frequently used by our clients, but it makes a great match together with min angle parameter as it allows the device to generate more records when the vehicle is accelerating or braking, but reduces the amount of records generated when the vehicle is cruising at a constant speed. The speed delta parameter is configured in kmh. Finally, we have the min saved records and send period parameters, but these again work the exact same way as I explained in the on-stop section, allowing the device to pack multiple records in one data packet. The last table that we can see in the Data Acquisition tab is the On-Demand Tracking setting. Here, we can configure a data acquisition rate increase for a limited time, when, for example, driver presses the alarm button. It only has 2 configurable fields named period, where we configure how often records have to be generated and duration, where we configure how long the on-demand tracking feature will be active for. For devices that do not have a digital input or a physical button to trigger this feature, an SMS command on _demand_tracking one can be sent to activate it.